And we're in pre-stream mode. Which means we have to wait 1 minute before I can do ads. Why do you keep saying that my microphone is muted? It's not. I can see the bars in the red.
Oh, the red is
I
not
can
good.
hear you. It's on the lower red, so... To be fair, I have a limiter, so I can't go over certain dBs.
Fair enough.
Yes, kitty, you want some little cuddles. Now come on, where's the app break that is always get demanded upon? Because if I press it too early, it will not count.
Which is BS.
Moon?
What?
Are you using your character for euphemisms now?
No.
Sure, buddy. Sure. Mikey. Kind of nice and chill now. We have now the ad breaking process, and then we can do the intro officially. God,
Yay.
I love streaming. I do. What are you doing, kitty? What are you looking at me for like that? Yes, I have food. But you always have food. Nom nom nom. Alrighty.
Yep.
Take one more sip. Nothing like a little bit
5 more minutes for the pizza, so...
So, hello everyone. Welcome to Dungeons & Dragons with your Dungeon Master Kotlol. I'm your Dungeon Master, Kotlol. Hey, it's a most flawless intro. Who's gonna fuck it up? No one? Good. Tonight, we are joined by a ragtag group of adventurers. We are joined by a puppy.
Hey.
And there's the mistake. Your microphone didn't come through fully.
Again? God damn it.
Typical Discord. We are
Typical.
joined by a Lucas.
Greetings.
And no, he doesn't know PK Fire. But here's someone who does know PK Fire, Emberlyn.
Hello.
And finally, we have a Toro named Ozzius. Yeah, thanks, Ozzy. Yes, thanks, Moon, for turning off your microphone. Very funny.
Okay, where were we?
Shenanigans.
Yeah?
On the dog.
Oh, right. I almost died.
That's a good moment to start. Last time, the group made their move to get Ellengar. Well, Ellengar's ploy going. Erica decided to come out of her magical device and scare the little Mr. What was got name? Vaughn. His name was Vaughn. And granted his wish. There was, however, a small hitch in the plan when the wine was given. the target did not drink of it yet. And considering how the love potion works, she needs to be looking at Elengar. So her drinking at the other time could just be, she might as well fall off of her coma at that point. That's not good. So, in the meantime, on the outside, rock.
Paper.
You know
Fire.
what happened with the rocks. Dwayne successfully hit the other rock as you all wanted it.
Yay.
Oh.
For Dwayne.
After a little bit of chicanery with rocks, the group inside the cathedral decided that maybe we need to push fate to our advantage. And it was a good plan. It was an amazing plan, but it was a good plan. That almost backfired, but thanks to Elengar thinking on the fly, the plan sort of succeeded. Sort of. In a good way, in a bad way, it sort of worked. But alas, the party on the outside was concerned of what happening was inside the city walls and tried to sneak in to only get slightly spotted by even in invisibility. And chicanery happened with Amberlyn teleporting out and therefore breaking her concentration. And then revealing an obvious in front of many guards who took the brunt of some arrows and went face down in the mud for a bit. Luckily, Amberlyn had a conscience and used all of her power to save Osseous at the last second. And oh boy, was that the last second!
Mm-hmm.
That was almost dead turtle.
I rolled my spare character.
Yeah. Now he has to wait for another, for a different campaign.
Actually, I have a really nice goblin.
After that, the group of Vinderwalls met up with Erica, learned that extracting her would be kind of difficult, and would probably ruin any future attempt of getting back in. And thus they left her behind, saying that she knows how to deal with such a guy for the time being. And with that said, you all return back to camp and decide, we have to move fucking camp right now!
Yes. That sums it up.
So, you all move the camp to another location. Do you have any idea where you want to move it on the map?
Mm,
South? If we're going away?
We didn't say in the vicinity of the city, but yeah.
We should move the camp to somewhere they least expect us to do. So, instead of that rocky outcrop, let's move to this one. They won't see it coming.
Okay.
Whoa.
So you all move to this outcrop. Okay. Then the first thing you do is relocate camp. So some time in the day. I guess you're all just taking it easy.
Yep.
Okay. So before you go to bed, you can have a little bit of a small rest, a chat of what the plan is, and just waiting for Elengar's response. Or maybe check tomorrow for what you're going to do next. So I would say it's one short rest and one long rest. Is that acceptable?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
We already took a long rest, right?
Oh, but maybe before that. Or in, well, whatever.
Mhm. Yeah.
Something.
That's where I did the double meditation and I got the side effect.
Basically, it's the
Sounds
next
like-
day now.
Okay.
Mhm.
You awaken in the darkness of the Underdark. Well, as dark as it could be. The Underdark is weird. Still no sign of the morning, the crowing of the rooster, or the sounds. It is just eerily dark. The only lights are the lights in the distance from the city and your own campfire, which you mostly keep hidden. So, what is it you do?
Probably eat a little bit.
Not naturally, you can eat, but so you can take some rations. But is there any course of action for this day?
Oh, we need to wait for Alangar, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Could try to contact him, but you can also wait, or you can do some scouting.
You can find more rocks like Dwayne.
Are you really gonna start a rock sport thing?
Well, I'm already polymorphed to look like a drow. I could go and do some scouting.
Maybe you can start a federation for it, the World Rock Federation or something. And then later rebrand to World Rock Entertainment.
Not even now.
Anyway, Lucas, you want to scout ahead?
Yes.
How are you approaching the city? Are you gonna go inside the city, or are you gonna look? Are you gonna keep the distance for the time being?
I mean, they used to be coming and going. I could easily scout inside the city.
Mhm. So are you gonna approach the gates?
Yes.
Okay, 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 okay. Okay, 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 okay. A moment to taste tokens. There you go. So, you approach the southern gates, where there's a very long line of people. I would say the line is at least 40 people long. Several carts and people are being held up.
Yes, I joined the queue. I'm haven't exactly got the status to push ahead, so
So you're just gonna stay in queue?
yep. I just joined the back of the queue and try not to look suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Which is all the more suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How long will you wait? How long are you gonna wait in line?
Regretfully, until I reach the front. Let's hope the guards are feeling productive today.
Well, among the people you hear many murmurs. People discussing things and waiting. Mostly sounds of outrage and annoyance. Would you like to listen in?
Yes.
Perception.
Right. definitely need a new keyboard. 19.
19. You decide to lean in towards the murmurs, listening in to people discussing amongst themselves. You pick up several conversations. One is about how they hope they get through the gate soon because their wires might spoil with all the moisture in the air. It needs to be well maintained. Not sure what kind of product it is, but it's probably food related. Another discuss of how long the line is and how much the noise is, and the other one saying that long lines just happen once in a while, especially during special occasions. And then you hear another one talking about what the security tightening and how much problem it solved. The other one and then two others talking to them back there. So like one saying like, look, if you don't do this, if you don't do our due diligence, you're gonna get a lot of people trying to steal our shit. And the other one goes, well, would you rather be attacked by someone who wants to kill the royals or that kind of bullshit? And then, so there's some chaos amongst the people with their opinions about everything. From what you can tell, most people online are just very annoyed. Just like they're annoyed there's a cat tail on my face. What? Okay. Arceus.
No.
You're taking this really far, aren't we?
Yep.
Okay. So I have to make sure the cat doesn't do anything. There, now she's chilling. The line slowly moves forward. Minutes pass, and it's taking forever. An hour passes, and you're barely halfway through the line.
Mm.
Behind your line is also backing up more. Is there anything you would like to do or try or gauge?
How much bloody longer is this going to take?
Are you just going to say that? Not everything I touch,
No.
Kitty's food.
I'm not
Your
going to say
tabaxi
that.
wants some attention.
Oh, God damn it, Kitty, you hit the back button. Don't do that. For a moment, the cat hit back.
No, the cat's telling you she wants you to fuss her back.
There. Keep her active. And now the music's broken. Great. At F5 again. Cat, don't you freaking dare. No, nay. And she's looking at me like, well, I wanna. And I'm like, no.
Be experiencing feline difficulties.
Okay.
Or possibly difficult felines, which
You're
is
not
where you
doing.
want to interpret.
Either way, you're not doing anything, Lucas?
No, I don't want to annoy the guards.
Can I roll your perception?
You're sensible. Who are you? And where's Lucas?
Really?
Really what?
24.
24. As you decide to look around the commotion, you notice that there are way more guards stationed around the gates. And it seems that security has been upped by a ton from your last visit. This might also be the reason why everything's been slowed down. Further ahead, you do notice that the cart is currently being inspected by at least 3 guards. And eventually they pull out something from the cart, and it looks like several bottles of some sort of liquid. The guards examining it, and then some sort of person wearing a hood and a cloak walks up to it and looks at it and then points at it. No, and then shakes its head. Apparently they may have found some contraband and now are confiscating it. And after that, the person in front grumbles, but is allowed to go inside. And the line moves a little bit forward, and the next person gets checked. What do you make of that?
Well, clearly they're being annoyingly thorough.
Mm-hmm. Some DMs, don't worry.
The liquid they found, was there any, like, smell coming from it? Or...
I don't think you can smell that from here unless you have super sense.
Fair enough.
Let's just say this. You have to smell past at least 20 people who all have their own smells.
Fair enough.
You know what? I know what to do with you. Oh, no. You're not escaping me now. Getting in here. There you go. There you go. There you go. Yes, you're not being babied. You're being a little baby. So, okay. So you're just gonna wait in line still?
Yeah.
No shenanigans, nothing. What does the rest of the party do? Because at least an hour has passed since Lucas left.
Or did we find a nice rock that looks like Dwayne?
You're just gonna keep playing your Rock Wars thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Again, you got cut off, Z.
God damn it, Jesus. What is your obsession with rocks?
Oh, we met a nice one.
How are rocks nice?
Well, you could just really tell how he felt for some reason.
They're rocks.
Yeah, but this one was really frustrated.
Frustrated and happy afterwards. He even yelled like, "Yay!" So that was really weird, but also nice.
Poppy just looks at them and then she's like, ugh.
All right then. Lucas, you're gonna wait again till you're at the front of the line?
Yeah.
Yeah, chip your block. So another hour passes, and finally you make it to the front gates. There's at least, I would say, 8 guards surrounding you now, checking you. You're right.
Mhm.
You're feeling watched from every angle. Any mysterious move or gesture might set off a reaction. It is really tense. Nothing? You're just gonna stand there?
Yeah, but I've already got my plan in the bag. I'm there in inspection.
Oh, you do that. Now that's a nice one.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, you will go in. So yeah, you get inspected. Eventually, they look at your bags and says, and one of them bluntly asks, "What's in the bag?"
The merchandise that I'm hoping to sell today, it's a strange chunk of ore.
The guards look at each other, and then they look back, and then the one looks back at you. Show us.
And if you may remember way back when somebody's shenanigans caused a freaking meteor to fall out of the sky,
Oh.
and I pull out the sort of meteorite that fell from that with the weird metal in it.
They look at the rock, and one of them taps it with the butt of a spear. Tap. Nothing strange, nothing magical. Fine, cleared. You may enter.
Right.
As you head inside, there's also a lot of guards at the exit. There's no line on the other side. It seems that nobody's leaving at this moment, but from what you've gauged from waiting, you do notice that people are being let out of the city pretty easily. It's just people getting in it.
Okay, so they don't mind people leaving, they just don't want them getting in. Fair.
Mm-hmm. So you're now inside the city. What is your plan? Because you're now having a solo session, sort of, so... What is your plan inside the city?
I miss having a full party.
Plans? We don't do plans.
I'm just gonna start heading in the direction of Elgar's place.
So you head down the streets, which looks very busy. You head towards the square.
Yep.
Eventually, you meet at the square. There's quite some people around. It's a bit more busy. It's just as busy as it was the other day. And you're not really sure what's going on, but it seems that people are more tense than usual. More people giving each other side glances and faces of "Don't try to mess with me." It's like the whole city is distrusting of each other.
More so than usual.
More so than usual, yes.
Suspicion and distrust. It must be a day ending in Y.
So you still got to keep heading towards Elegar's?
Yep.
Yeah. Keep walking down the street till you eventually find the house of where Elengar lives.
And when I get about, when I'm about 100, 120 feet away, I'm going to attempt to message him. See if
Before
he's
you do that, you do notice that further down the street there seems to be some buildings damaged, and there's some rubble on the street. Would you like to check what that's about?
Yeah. This is
You may roll an Arcana check to see what kind of magics were used, Nature to see what kind of damage it was and how it's damaged, or you can do an investigation to think of what you think the scene might have been played out as.
Let's go for some investigation.
Okay.
Well, he's having good rolls today.
That's a 13. Plus 13. Okay. You look at the structural damages in the rubble and everything. And from what you can gaze is there was some sort of... There were several types of fires and explosions going off, as well as some other damages. And while you can't fully discern the nature of each damage, you can pretty much tell that from your investigatory thinking and your skills as a rogue, that someone on top of the roofs was rushing about, and they clearly got spotted and attacked. You can't really see from what kind of attacks, but it's clear from the way certain rubble's laying down and the fact that you know a little bit of explosion damage yourself, having seen it many, many times before. You basically know that the battle was on top of the rooftops. There were at least 3 big explosions followed by several smaller ones.
Ooh.
And considering some of the rubble looks like it was torn off instead of just blown off, you can also guess that some sort of large thing was tearing parts of the roof and the buildings off in a way of struggling. And some of the damage also and there's also some other damage, but you really can't discern it with the way you're thinking right now. You're like, that looks like something also happened there, something happened. But from the pathing, you can tell what you can tell from here. You're like this to here. That's the path of destruction. Anything else is kind of outside your vision.
Given the wall I'm next to, that could have been related to the people climbing over the wall.
It might have been.
If part of the attacks were coming from the top of the roof, that could involve our spider druids.
Mm-hmm. But the strangest thing is that you see that nobody's cleaning it up or fixing it right now. And it makes you wonder, if they haven't cleaned up or that kind of thing, why are they trying to keep the crime scene as intact as possible? But then they should also put off the street. Why is it left like this? Did they catch the people, or have they not caught the people yet? Or maybe has there been some places been even more damaged, and that's why nobody's fixing it here yet?
Yeah, it could be high priorities elsewhere. If they didn't catch them, maybe they're still on the loose, and they've... No, because if they were still on the loose in the city, the guards would be trying to be more checking the people coming out, not the people coming in. So... I'm going to attempt to message Ellengar.
You tried to message Ellengar. Nothing happens. He might not be home at the moment. Oh, goddammit, I forgot that. Oh, hi, Sai. So, yeah, you get no response. You don't know if he's there or not.
I blew up Malaysia.
Apparently, we blew up Malaysia. That sounds like something Emberlyn would do. Anyway, Lucas, you need to think. You're gonna approach the house and knock to see if he's there, or if he's ignoring you, or if there's, or what? You need to think at this point what you want to do.
I'm going to
Right.
approach his front door and attempt to let myself in.
Let yourself in. So you go to the front door, and how are you going? How are you going to let yourself in? I want to know.
First, I'm going to see if I'm presuming there's some sort of lock on the door. But first,
What?
I'm going to see if it's open.
Well, yeah, no, it's obviously locked.
Well, then I'm going to pull up my lockpicks and try and pick the door.
So you want to lockpick the door to get inside.
Yep.
Would you like first a perception check to see if you won't get caught in the act?
That would be a bloody good idea. Yes, I would. I'd like to.
You know you have to roll a perception now to see if you can. You don't get caught. Well, at least you don't see if you see him.
Oh, you motherfucker! Really? Now I roll. Okay, fine.
Oh God!
What's wrong?
Well, I didn't see anybody when I walked into the alley, so I'm just going to assume nobody's here.
Yeah, makes sense to me.
Yep.
You look to the left. You look to the right. You feel like a little dust is in your eyes. You're like, ugh. Don't think I saw anything. Okay.
Of course. Nobody's going to be in an alley next to an active crime scene. This is easy.
You would like to now use your lockpick on the lock.
Yes. With nobody behind me.
Sleight of hand. Yes, that's a sleight of hand check. 26. You force the lockpick into the slot. You move your tools very gently. You move it, you feel it out. First you think, this seems a little bit difficult. This is kind of a heavy lock. If I use this wrong, I'll snap him. The lock will be broken and everyone knows then I will leave evidence someone tried to break in. So you became extra careful. Sudden fast movements. Click. 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 5. 6. You think 6. That's kind of heavy. That's kind of a lot. How much is in here? 7. 8. 9. Please be the last one. Please be the last one. Please be the last one. Your breath quickens. Then like calm down. Take a deep breath. Feel for it before. That was it. You can now open the door.
It's no use!
No, it was very much useful. The door's unlocked.
Hooray!
Well-
I've still got it.
Now, from what you can sense, that's a very expensive and overly used lock because most locks only use at least 6 pins at max, not 10.
I will thank Elendar later for giving me a challenge.
Did he open the door?
Yes.
You slowly open the door to find yourself in the parlor of Elengar's home. Do you enter? I'm taking your entering.
I enter quietly and stealthily, closing the door behind me.
Alrighty then. Okay. So
Nobody has ever seen you.
you're inside the house. What you gonna do? I'm guessing you have a reason for coming inside like this.
Well, seeing as... Yep, I'm going to check the bedroom. Because if he hasn't been back here since yesterday, his bed wouldn't have been used.
So you're gonna go upstairs. You're gonna probably go upstairs to check his bedroom.
Yes.
You head up the long stairs and find yourself on a higher floor. You do not know where his bedroom is. Do you try random rooms?
Cast the spell detect bedroom.
Anyone can also give suggestions. By the way, don't worry. You can help him. Don't worry about that. I'm letting that free because otherwise it's just him doing everything. And if you guys give suggestions, you may. Players.
Suggestions, just cast Fireball.
Ooh.
Good suggestion, right?
Yeah.
Gonna burn down the city at this rate.
Okay, and?
With Lucas in it.
And
There might be casualties.
worth it.
I cast Find Familiar to send my ferret. Oh, right, he got killed.
You didn't recast him when you were at camp.
Yes.
It's your own fault. So, what's your plan?
Man.
I'm just going to carefully and quietly try the doors one by one.
Okay. Do you have any particular order in mind, or you get to take the first door you see?
I will try the first door on the left and go down the left side of,
Okay.
and then double back and take the right side. No. I'll find a bedroom eventually, damn it.
You go down the left, and the first door you take the furthest door on the left. You open it. You look inside. You see fancy tiling and a large mirror, several smaller cupboards, and a large bathtub. This is definitely a bathroom.
Okay, not the bedroom. I quietly and gently close the door and move on to the next one.
You try to take the room across from the bedroom. You open it up, and inside is several bookshelves and books, with two desks and two chairs. This appears to be some sort of study.
I make note of this. If he's not in, I will come back to this room later.
You decide to take the next room. You open it, and you see a simple bed, a desk, and a cupboard. The room seems to be in the smaller end, considering to the study and the bathroom. It is a bedroom. If not a bit small. Maybe a little bit shabby looking.
Ah, the guest bedroom, so people don't stay long.
Is that what?
Alright.
Okay, so you discern that this is not his bedroom?
People like to be comfy in their bedroom. This has very much got the air of go
Get
away.
out.
Or maybe they're just really into one night stands and want the people to leave early in the morning.
No, I can't dismiss that. I can't dismiss that. He's kind of right. Anyway, so that's not it.
The overnight fling room, lovely. Close the door. Next one.
You take a door further, you find a luscious, large room with a king-size bed, velvet curtains around the bed, beautiful draped red curtains on the windows, a large mirror, and a small table in front of the large mirror with several pieces of makeup and perfumes on it, as well as a very large cupboard next to the windows.
I dread to ask, is the bed occupied? And hopefully not by more than one person.
Perception.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Well, he did indulge in a love potion not long ago. I mean,
Hmm.
You decide
Sure
to peek into the bed past the curtains to see if there's anyone in there. You're hoping to not find a certain scene that you don't want to describe in your head right now. You peek and you do not find any canoodling drows. Thank the gods. You don't find anyone in the bed. The bed is just tiny.
does the bed look like it's been recently used in the last 24 hours?
Investigation.
I'm not checking in on his love life. Apparently I could, though. Natural 20.
You examine this bed and discern its occupant and its user. It was used by a single person. A person of an increased, well, a larger size than the normal drow. Definitely also on the heavier set. And from the way you can see how the sheets are covering over the mattress, you do see a bit of the shape that might have slept into the bed. And it appears to be female. From what you can tell, this is definitely the room of a female drow who probably is the matriarch of the house.
I've just walked into his mother's bedroom. Oh dear.
I think that the makeup and perfume was kind of a dead giveaway, but here you go.
It could have been Ellen Gars. I wasn't going to judge.
Fair.
I realise my mistake. I back out of the room very politely and close the door.
Smart move.
As you step out of the room, you see what looks like someone standing next to the staircase looking in your direction. And before you ask, yes, they're wearing a hood and cloak.
Oh dear.
Well, that wasn't the bathroom either. My mistake.
Are you really saying that?
Maybe.
What is your response, Lucas?
I will notice the hooded figure and say, "Hello, I'm looking for Ellengar. We had an appointment."
You're really okay. You're gonna go with that. The hooded figure slowly walks up to you and looks you over, looking you up and down, up and down. You get the sense they are trying to check you out. And before, and then when you hear in a small female voice, and what is your relation to him?
Professional.
Okay. 4 words. What is your relation to him? You feel a bit of the authoritarian tone in her voice.
I acquired an artifact for him at considerable expense.
And you decide by breaking and entering, you can sell this. Gee, I wonder if that one perception kind of nipped you in the butt for not noticing this person.
Nah, that couldn't possibly have been that. I'm going to adopt a look of annoyance as if I don't want to admit what I'm about to say. You saw the damage outside. I was concerned.
Yeah. She looks a little closer at you, concerned. Okay, roll a quick perception check to look under the hood.
$19.
Well, that's still a good roll. That's still a good roll. You look under the hood and you see the woman's face. And you can already tell this is not one of the spider druids because they will be wearing some sort of mask to hide their identities. This woman's face is fully visible. In fact, you look at the face and try to remember, but you have, I think, in mind.
Yes.
This woman is in fact the woman Ellengar tried to woo, or now is under the effect of a love potion.
Oh dear.
I mentally thank every fucking god that may or may not be listening.
Okay, music back to normal. Now you know that she's technically a high priestess, so she probably has a powerful magics. But at the same time, what do you do?
Do you know where Ellengar is? I was worried that he might be in danger when he didn't answer my message.
In danger? Why would he? Oh, right. No, I do not know where he is. That concern in her voice was a clear giveaway that someone's caring about someone.
Give me, the last I saw of Ellengar was in the temple the other day. I haven't heard from him since. Are
Yeah.
you saying you haven't heard from him since either?
Well, I couldn't speak with him much. I was hoping to find him at his home, but
Like
it
two of us.
appears he's not here right now.
No, from what I could tell, I don't think he's been back here.
Are you saying he didn't come home?
Well, rather expecting to meet him here, and if he's not here, I'm presuming maybe he didn't make it back.
So you're saying that whatever caused the fight down here might have attacked him?
It's a possibility. I was out of the city at the time.
That is convenient. Are you trying to be deceitful about things, or are you just being? I think you're being the truth because technically you did leave during when things hit the fan, right?
Well, we weren't involved with shit hitting the fan, but we certainly didn't stick around for it.
I'm trying to think. Uh-huh. And where do you believe he will be then?
I'll be honest, I'm not entirely sure. The only person I know who had it out for him was one of the other gift givers.
Yeah. Are you trying to imply a certain thing towards her?
Well, I didn't know of any other people who knew Ellengar. He's not with her, and he hasn't made it home.
Well, you don't know, but you don't know for sure if he made home yet. You haven't found his bedroom yet, to be honest. You're just guessing at this point. You have not found this out with a fact that he didn't get home. You just know he isn't home right now.
Oh.
Still in the room.
Briefly, I'd only checked half the rooms up here before you and came onto the scene. I don't know if he's in one of the other rooms. I haven't looked in, but I was expecting to find him here. If he's not here, and I hope he's not in trouble.
Well then, I order you to find if there's any trace of him here. That was being authoritarian.
At once, High Priestess. And I will start checking the other rooms. With somewhat less subtlety now that she's gone.
Yeah, the High Priestess is like, High Priestess, yes. She didn't figure that her disguise was kind of blown in front of you. I don't think she's ever trained in stealth. So, you check the other rooms?
Yep.
broom closet, one more bedroom, and finally another bedroom which feels more gentlemanly. Simple desk, and a bed that's clearly used. Now, let's keep it simple. Yes, you can basically tell that at least a adult male has slept in that bed.
Okay, so we did come home at some point. Cool.
Okay, do you inform her that?
Okay, he's definitely been here recently, judging by the signs of use of the furniture, the furnishings. Can I look and see if there's like a desk or something that might indicate where perhaps he's gone, if he's left like some indication of what his itinerary was for the day, or
You can check his desk if you want to. Yes.
okay.
As you look over the desk, you see some stationery, a little bottle of ink, and in it a crowned pen. No feather, just a pen. You look at any type of stationery has been used, but it looks like there's been no drawing, and the ink in the well is still fresh. It seems mostly unused. Would you like to investigate the desk even more to see if it was recently drawn in, or you want to check the inkwell? What do you want to do?
Yeah, I'll investigate the desk.
You decide to look on the wooden desk. When you think about it, a wooden desk is kind of rare here in the Underdark, considering trees are not very common, mostly mushrooms.
Very fancy.
So that's already a fancy. You don't recognize the wood of any type. It might just be some sort of Underdark wood that you never heard of before, but it's wood regardless. And you look for spots within the nooks and crannies of the wood to see if there's a little bit of moisture, maybe some little bit of ink splotches to indicate if there's been recent writing. Can you roll me an investigation, please? We're investigating again. It's a lot of investigating today. 19. From what you can tell, the desk does seem to have been used very recently, as there's still a little bit of moisture from what would be concerned that little drops of ink that would fall through the paper. Very tiny, very little drops. You could tell that at the very least. You can't make out what exactly could have been written there, or how long it's been written. You just notice that just these little drops that just tell you just enough that someone have used it very recently. That's all.
Okay. Let's see if I can actually make this work. Okay. If something was recently written, but I can't quite make it, assuming I can't quite make it out, is it possible to press digitate like wax crayon or something and rub across the paper to essentially.
What paper? There's no paper to rub off. It's just
Never
wood.
mind. Okay. Okay, so ink, but no idea what was written. That doesn't
Yeah.
help.
The only paper that's
Okay.
there, the stationaries on the side, and those look untouched. As in, there's a stack of stationaries there to, grab a piece of paper and start writing on it. Before you can tell, the pile is unused. You don't even have to roll for that. You can just look very close and it's just unused. Those sheets are dry.
Well, in that case, my initial investigation tells me I haven't got a bloody clue where he is.
Okay. Anyway. Hi, you're back. I know. Oh, I need to move her to the side so I can see what I'm doing. So you don't know what you're doing. Okay then. And before you know it, you wanna leave. You wanna leave the room to inform when you hear a loud crashing sound coming from the outside.
Is it coming from the side of the building I'm on, or?
No, it's just coming from the outside. In general.
I'm going to stick my head outside and find out what that is. That is them.
You peer off in the distance. And just so I know, anyone outside of the city, can you please roll me a perception check?
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm not perceiving shit.
That's probably for the best. Anyone above 16, you peer towards the city, and you see in the distance what looks like a monstrously large spider of at least 2 buildings big. Poppy, you didn't notice
What?
it.
What the?
As for Lucas, you can see where this giant ass spider is, and it's over here. And you can see a lot of people pointing to outside, pointing towards and looking at it. There doesn't seem to be much of a panic because spider within the drown is kind of normal, but even that size of spider is kind of rare.
Ooh, that's big.
Whereabouts did you say it was?
In the north. You can see a new arrow pointing it towards it.
I didn't know they could make them that big with precipitation.
Apparently.
So, please stop. Any response from you, Lucas?
I don't know, I think panic would probably be appropriate at this point, but on the plus side, I think I know where to go to find Erica now.
What makes you think she's behind that one?
I don't know, massive building side spider.
Hi, kitty. I love you too. Please go back to your corner. Thank you. So, are you going to watch or are you going to pull your head back in?
I'm just going to casually pull my head back in and just say, there's a large spider out there.
How long? Can you hear me? Because cat's in the way.
Mhm.
How large? How large do you mean?
Um, building size?
You see her looking at you? Where?
She's excited.
I'm going to point in the rough general direction of the spider. That away?
She
Several
looks out the
blocks?
window and sees that. By the Spider Queen. I never thought I would see something like this. Oh, by the way, if you look at the spider, one of his legs is clearly holding what looks like a male drow from a distance.
Oh dear.
Oh God.
Can you not? Who is that? And what is going on? Are you gonna? What do you do? What are you going to do? I mean, everyone in the. I know you guys, the outside cannot see the male drow being held, but you can clearly see the spider in the distance.
Mm.
It's kind of hard. It's not a too hard to miss, but yeah, you do need a high perception to see it from that distance.
I wonder if that's a special occasion thing.
So,
Like
Lucas, what do
maybe
you?
it's like Taco Tuesday. They got a big spider day.
What's a taco? So, Lucas, what are you doing? Come on, you're with the high priestess.
At the risk of sounding like a crazy person, I think we're going to want to get closer to that and find out what the heck is going on.
I guess so. If Elengar's fine, he would probably seek it out. He seems unsure of herself, but I guess you two both head outside and get towards where the spider is. Where the spider is.
Against my better judgment, yes.
Okay.
I'm rather curious as to which male drow it's holding, and I have a horrible idea. I think I know who already.
Well, you don't really get to find out much because eventually the spider leaps up and shoots a web and then disappears into the darkness. Probably way up high where the ceiling would be. With the mill drow. With the building destroyed. You do see a lot of people so congregate at the area of destruction and what happened.
I really hope that was holding a fat suitor.
So you see a lot of people. You see a lot of guards standing around the area, keeping the house clear. The house roof has been torn asunder, and the inside of the house is open. I'm just turning the music back on because mood. I just want to have some music. I know, back to normal. You see several people surrounding it. You see also some of the spider druids surround the area, looking up at the damage and thinking what the hell happened. It's clear this is no normal occasion. What would you like to do, Lucas?
I'm going to walk up to one of the hopefully lesser panicked bystanders who hopefully would have seen what was going on. Do you know what the hell just happened? Do you know what the hell just happened?
Well, the middle drow just gigabuzz. A large spider appeared and taken what looks like someone with them into the higher levels. Not really sure. Would this be considered ascension? He's looking up and he doesn't know.
The person that went with them, did they look like this? And I'm going to use minor illusion to create an image of Elgar.
You see the high priest is looking at you from under a cloak, but clearly her disguise is working just fine because you're the center of attention. So he looks at it like, I'm not sure. Didn't we see the guy? It sounded like a guy was shouting something.
Did it look more like this? And I changed the image to look like the
Or-
Zeta that Erica went to.
He looks at it, it's like, I don't know. My eyes were kind of glued on the whole giant spider.
I mean, fair. Did you hear anything of what they were shouting?
At least I heard something of, oh, Spider Queen? But to be fair, that was what anyone would shout if a giant spider grabs them. There's literally confusion about this bystander. From what you can tell, he may saw things, but he's still busy processing what he fucking saw. You don't blame him. It's been barely 5 minutes since this happened. Is there anything you would like to do? Because interrogating all the bystanders will take a while. You can give suggestions, guys, remember.
Right?
Run?
Why are you
Fireball.
running from? Where are you running from?
Fireball.
He doesn't know
Fireball,
Fireball. Move on.
I don't have Fireball.
Someone should make a scroll of Fireball.
We should.
For some reason, Lucas, from a distance, you feel your friend suggesting that you should have probably used Fireball at some moment. Probably at the giant spider.
What would Himberlin do if she was here? I don't even know Fireball.
Is there anything else you would like to do?
I don't see much I can do.
Would you like to roll a perception check?
Yeah. See if I can overhear anything of use at this point.
Perception.
14.
You try to listen in between the murmurs, but there's a lot of just whispering and murmurs going on. You decide, well, clearly the crowd does not know much. You try to look at what the guards and the clearly druids are doing, but they're all just examining the place, looking at the damage, looking at things, trying to, and mostly discussing among themselves what this could mean. And your eyes do catch something interesting. You do see a drow lady, but you swear the way they're dressed is kind of warm for the Underdark, as in they look like they're not dressed enough. In fact, you would swear you've seen that outfit before. They're standing there in the crowd.
Oh no, God, please tell me I didn't see that outfit in a certain bedroom about, say, 10, 15 minutes ago.
What do you mean?
You said it was a female drow, yeah?
Yeah, it's a female drow. And the outfit looks familiar to you, and it looks a bit too warm for the day. Not too warm, too open for the Underdark. As in, when you look around, it's clearly that their clothing is, a bit too breezy.
So it's not Erica in disguise, is it?
Huh? Sorry, what?
I'm gonna get closer to get a better look.
Do you tell the priestess to wait there, or what?
Yeah, I'll tell her to wait here, give me a second, and I'll see if I can find out what's going on.
So you dare to move through the crowd, and of course others also move through the crowd to see it, getting a better look, and pushing, and people are just mumbling and trying to figure out what's going on. After all, it's not every day a giant spider comes out of nothing.
Yeah.
And you get closer to the woman, and you look at this, and yeah, that clothing is definitely very familiar to you. You do have a keen mind, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Erica's clothing. A drow woman's wearing Erica's clothing.
I'm gonna use message and just subtly say, Erica.
The woman doesn't even turn to look at you and just responds, "As I said, I can handle these kind of fools."
What did he wish for?
He wished to be chosen by the Spider Queen.
Oh no.
I warned him about the wording, but he said he wants everyone to see that he is chosen by the Spider Queen. And thus,
Oh
it happened.
god.
Oh,
was Erica.
everyone bloody well saw it, alright.
And now the whole city knows that he was chosen by the Spider Queen. In a way, they don't fully comprehend.
Well, Elengard will be very happy to be one that rivaled out.
I shall move out of the crowd. I've already spoken with the guards. They only see him as a servant. And you see Erica moving towards out of the crowd slowly and surely. I thought you've been just messaging each other because you said first and then respond, and she could respond.
Yeah.
So she moves out of the crowd and she's in a visible spot that you can approach her. Careful what you wish for. It's funny because I actually rolled for that, and tell me if it's a D1000 and it's 972, how much in her favor was it?
Your words were chosen, Orly.
So, do you go to Erica?
Yeah.
Erica looks at you. And thus, I am also walking amongst the people. So, what is with you?
Well, I came back into the city to see if we can. Ellengar might be able to uphold his end of the deal. Got busted for looking for him at his home by the High Priestess of all people, who hasn't seen him either. I know he's been back home, but no idea where he is at present.
And you are sure he's not chasing his desire right now?
Well, given that the lady of his affections is currently following me, he's looking in the wrong place.
You see Erica looking around. Which one is it?
She's over there in the hood. Look.
A simple disguise, but effective within large crowds. So, the man is missing, and the woman is here. And I am free of duty now. So, what is your plan right now to find this man? Ellengar, right?
Yeah.
And she is the one who would have to deliver us the rituals, so we need him regardless.
Assuming she indeed has the capability to get hold of them.
Ah, yes, the capability of it. He's not in his home. And considering now there's that little wish that went wrong, kind of changed everyone's view of the day. Where do you think he would go?
You've certainly given them something to talk about, that's for sure.
Exactly. Could you not ask the priestess to where one would congregate to speak about such events? Seems he's not here. And why would he be here right now? Except, to see what is going on. You wait here, see if he appears, or find the location where he could be at to discuss things. After all, a nobleman just was hoisted out of the city.
I'm going to lead Erica back over to the High Priestess.
Okay. You lead her back to the High Priestess. The High Priestess looks at you and says, like, well, what did you figure out?
Well, mercifully, that wasn't Ellengar who just got posted away. Although I can't say any tears we lost over the gentleman that just vacated the city.
And who was it that was taken away? Even though she knows Elgar, she's still curious.
Someone that brought Ellengar ill intent.
Ill intent, so you could say he might have been punished by the Spider Queen. And you see Erica's whisper to you. Interesting choice of words.
I'll be honest, I thought it was that maybe something happened to Ellengar and it was the fault of that individual, but I'm once very glad to be wrong. But
Erica just chimes in. Either way, the man I was close by, as a servant of the household, he wished to be chosen in a way, and I guess he did. She also very much flaunts her outfit, and you see the High Priestess looking at her. And her expression is in kind of disgust, but at the same time, she's holding her tongue. And you see gears in her head turning. I see. And yet, you... Oh, don't worry. I do believe the Spider Queen understands my situation. I see. Yes. She does value us women more than men. Yes, it makes sense. Either way, you have not seen Ellengar in the crowd?
no. If you're not at home, where would someone like Ellengar go to congregate this time?
You mean a place where those of influence would meet?
Yes.
She thinks for a moment. Go ahead.
I come from outside the city. This city, so I'm not as familiar with local places as I wish I was.
Understandable. She thinks. Check. Ouch. She thinks. There are several locations. Could be maybe. No, they would go drinking there. Why would they drink now? I don't know. Do not understand what really happened. That one. And Erica shrugs. Well, that is a shame. I'm afraid we're going to have to guess then.
Hang on, one of those rooms I looked into looked like it belonged to the matriarch of the household.
Yes.
Where did Ellengar take his mother?
You want to know where he would take his mother for what reason? Like, what you've been trying to say? Like, are you saying taking out for lunch, taking out to a fancy place?
Yeah. Maybe wherever he isn't currently alone at the moment. Maybe he's... Maybe that would explain why he's not home.
Could you roll insight on that thought? Dirty 20. When you're trying to think about it further, Elongar at this point has secured the heart of the High Priestess. And you know what his grab of power would entail. Why would he go out with his mother? What would he be looking for?
Yeah, fair point.
I don't even think I have to spell it out for you, do you? You already know what you're supposed to think of.
Yeah, pardon me. I was thinking of any other race but Drow. Yeah.
So what is he looking for?
I imagine most Drow's attitude to their mother is, God, I wish the bitch would die so I could take over.
Yeah, but what do you think he's doing with his mother right now? Come on. I gave you... What do you think? What do you think my hint means? Anyone else want to spell it out for him?
I think she's about to kill the mother.
Any other guesses?
That's what.
Shopping for engagement rings?
Oh, look, the actual obvious answer.
Oh.
He's... Think about it. He needs his mother's permission to do this, and you would think his mother would probably allow this, so they're probably looking for ways to start the procedures to get married.
Ah.
You'd think Elongar would probably... Because Elongar knows he's under the influence of a love potion. He does love her now for real, but he also knows what he's supposed to be doing to make sure he has a future with her regardless. Silly. So what are you gonna ask? But you're gonna ask the priestess about that, or are you gonna keep it a secret? Now comes the question: do you want her to find out on accident that he's doing that? What you think he's doing, or are you gonna keep it secret from her?
I was just trying to think how I can disengage at this point in time.
So you're gonna give him mother's like, oh, you would go with your mother? Well, I guess out for a lunch? Perhaps. I would know. I wouldn't know how a male would act for the matriarch of the house except doting them.
You know what? On second thoughts, if he's not involved, if he hasn't been involved with this spider thing, I think I may have leapt to conclusions. I have a feeling he's probably fine.
And you see Erica go, oh really? The person you're looking for seems to be fine. She's trying to be nonchalant, but... And you see him looking at her. Jumping to conclusions indeed. What makes you think he's fine?
Because, like I say, clearly that house said more than... given that the matriarch of the household was also not present, I have a feeling that they may be in the same location. In which case, if he's with his own I'm sure if he was with somebody who intended him in a tent, they wouldn't be dragging his mother along.
No, not in public. No. I guess you do speak words of wisdom. Also, party outside. You did see the giant spider just take the person away and everything. What is your reaction to all of this? Just to check in.
Looks like a normal day.
I wonder who that was.
Well, things are interesting there, and we cannot even go in.
You see the
Oh,
fairy
you got a
go,
rocks.
I made a stack of
Yeah, but I
rocks. You see a pathetic stack of 4 rocks, but the fairy's trying.
I actually do know a better way to kill time, but we might get spotted if I try to practice with my staff.
I don't want to die. Almost die another time again.
Dying is
I'll let you die
painful.
that time, no worries. Well, I can practice with the sapphire staff, right?
You can try.
I can try.
Poppy, you doing anything?
Poppy's just sitting around the fire, just trying not to look at the spider.
Okay. Well, it's already gone by now.
Yeah, but she doesn't know that. She's not looking.
Okay. Apparently the fairy did look at the spider, but was still busy with a pile of rocks. I mean, fairy, fae, they probably deal with all kinds of animals in different sizes. Mostly the wrong sizes, considering giant beaver also happened. You want to use the sapphire staff, so you want to train with the sapphire staff. Okay, let me grab that stat sheet. Staff. Ah, yeah, that staff. So you do know you have to do strength checks for those, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I will allow this in a moment. Yeah. Okay, Lucas, let's go back to you. We just want to check what the party was reacting to. So you give it any information. What do you do? So what are you saying next? What are you doing next? So you have to send the high priestess somewhere so that she doesn't wander around.
How about you go back to Elagars and wait, and I'll track them down.
She looks at you. Well, I did not see you steal anything, and your words do ring truthful. Fine, I shall wait there.
Ugh.
Okay. That all?
Yeah, we should watch the High Priestess spot. Cool. Now we just have to find Ellinger. Preferably before he heads back home.
Then we shall move. Though I will say this. Don't be surprised with some people reacting like I'm some sort of servant woman. My clothing indicates that clearly in this culture. No grace, no elegance.
Yeah. No appreciation for the finer things.
Alas, so. But just so you know, in case you don't want to blow our disguise.
Yeah, I'd rather not do that.
Oh.
Right.
So, what are you doing? How are you tackling this problem? Because you now have some ideas where you might be, but you have no idea of the lay of the city. Let's just say this. At this point, you have the same odds as Ozzy's of fighting Elengar.
I like those odds.
What was Ozius do at this point in time? I spin in a circle, wait till I stop, and then I'll walk in the other direction. Yeah.
D12.
That makes sense.
I can just get you spin. Okay, roll me a D12.
Oh god. I wasn't entirely serious, but I'll roll with it.
Northwest. In fact, it's north-northwest.
I don't know.
So more in this direction. So do you move in that direction? Are you using the Aussie's instinct?
Well, it works for him, why not?
Congratulations, Aussies. You've successfully rubbed off on Lucas. You decide to
Why
head
change your
northwest.
winning method?
And of course, Erica following you afoot. Yeah, to a northwestern direction. Another alleyway. Buildings, more buildings, more buildings, more buildings. Do you keep going?
I guess if I'm essentially I'm going to start wandering around the mall.
Until you hit the wall. You're like at the wall, you're looking up at it. That is a massive, large wall. And then you think for a moment, you're like, I think I've hit the end of this route. There isn't more northwest. And no jeweler in sight. You see Erica just looking at you curiously. And she's like, is there anything here? Does this spot tell you anything? Did you follow some mystical flow of fate?
No, I attempted to think like Ozius, and I think I did it too well.
Yes, I can see that. This wall clearly tells everything about his sense of direction.
Yes.
You'll be teaching the best methods. So,
Hang on, Ellengar's not exactly the most wealthy of suitors, no offense to him.
he is wealthy. He's on the wealthier side, but he's not super wealthy. Like he is
I don't
technically
suppose-
of nobility in the nobility house, but he's probably on the lower end of that of those families.
I don't suppose were you hanging around with that idiot that he gave any indication of where rich people might go and spend their money?
From what you can guess, the best place to start is the square because that's where the most shops are.
Ah. Definitely thought like Ozzy and gone in entirely the wrong direction. Back to the square.
Erica shrugs and follows you to the square. Some time passes and you find your way back to the square. Where, well, there's clearly a lot of people talking about the square about the giant ass spider that appeared. What do you do?
I'm going to cast message and see if I can get a ping off Ellinger. A response, rather.
Nothing.
Okay.
Square's kind of big. You can just keep walking around casting message the whole time, but eventually casting message that doesn't concentrate will have consequences. Maybe cantrip, but you know you're constantly doing it. Remember, someone kept casting message fire the whole time, and you know what that led to. Would you like to look around the square a bit?
Yes.
Perception. Yeah.
So, perception.
24.
24.
You look around the square, you see a few stalls. And you're thinking, well, he won't be there to buy a ring, even if they have rings. So you look around the square itself. There's an inn, there's some pubs, there's some restaurants, there's some other shops. Some with fancy clothing, some with less fancy clothing. No jeweler on the square. So I'm starting to think it might be on one of the main roads. Of course, I could have said, what do you see? Is there anything of note?
Jewelers, fancy clothing shop. Not so fancy clothing shop.
Why there were no jewelers? There were no jewelers.
No jewelers.
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay, I'm going to approach the store owner, whatever, of the fancy cloak shop and ask if he could point me in the direction of the jewelers.
Well, he only looks at you and the lady and the Erica looks at you. It's like, are you certain you wish to get something for this wench? There it is. Erica just rolls her eyes. Not impressed. So how do you respond, Lucas? He just literally said it. Do you want to get anything for this wench? Make sure you want to get anything for this wench.
Let's see. 25. What else do we have?
Will you defend her with your honor? Or are you gonna snark him back or something else? You do need to find the jewel shop, so what would it be?
Of course not for the wench, you idiot. I'm just looking for the jeweler's shop because my master sent me to look for it.
He apologizes. Oh, sorry, I presumed for a moment. I'm guessing the wench is also subordinate. The jeweler should be on the main street going south. Not that far from here.
Thank you. And I start heading south.
Erica follows. And you see her say, and as I said before, they will keep bothering us with that kind of commentary. At the very least, I don't detract the other kinds of attention. Anyway, you head down the street, and you look around, and oh look, there is indeed a jewelry shop there. Would you like to enter?
Yeah, sure.
You enter, and you see all kinds of fancy jewelry, mostly using silver over gold. And of course, some have spider adornments on them. A lot of spider adornments. It's like you're in a Drow City or something. And you can see someone enter, and you see a old lady looking at you, and he goes like, welcome. How can I be of assistance? I like last one day. You also see Erica, but they don't go with the wench comment or anything. They just look at you.
Looking for a gentleman who may have been in here.
Oh, what kind of gentleman are you inferring about? Passive Insight tells you she's gonna try and probably demand a pay for that kind of information.
Someone who looked like this at our minor illusion.
I'm kind of old. He doesn't look familiar. Might have been here. Maybe when he was a wee lad. Or maybe recently. I don't know. Oh, what can an old lady do to get her memory working? Well, Lucas?
Yeah, I'm not exactly loaded with drow coin.
We have to do something. Suggestions, people?
Offer something of greater value, maybe?
Emberlyn, what's your suggestion?
Yeah, exactly wander around with half a jeweler's in my pocket.
I'll give you guys suggestions. What would Ozzy do in this situation? Oh, I know what he would do.
I've gotten lost already. No.
He would ask what a bakery is so he can buy some cake.
That makes sense.
That's a good question.
As for everyone, probably would ask, hey, you know, we could probably find a way to get money. Or we could fireball the place.
Cast invisibility on self and steal it?
Or intimidate.
Okay, so those ideas are out. So you're not going to try and trade for the information? Are you going to ask Erica maybe if she has anything?
I don't suppose you've got anything she might be interested in, do you?
Sorry, what? Sorry, what did you say?
He's going to turn to her, Erica, and say, I don't suppose you've got anything she might be interested in.
She looks at the old lady, then looks back at him, and then decides to say, "This lady probably. Well, the only thing I can't really offer anything of big value, but." There is one thing we can do.
Oh.
She pulls up her book and opens it. Here. Excuse me, but there are a few things that could help in your favor. That could help jog your memory. Perhaps it could even jog the liveliness in your life. She comes closer. You see, you're not sticking to the average looking drow here. There are specific things I can do, given the right cost. Then she looks at you, she's like, and what kind of cost would that be? Well, we would like the information, but... Tell me, what do you know about warlocks? And she looks like, they have a deal with a patron, and that patron bestows some great power. Why do you say that? And she goes like, well, my patron can do a lot of things. Perhaps if you would swear something like your soul to them. Hey Lucas, you just recognize this as your typical warlock being a warlock, but knowing that she's her own patron, you know she's trying to be convincing. And she's like, serving an unknown patron can be seen as blasphemy in this city. The benefits do not outweigh the cons right now. I recommend you do not say such things. It's like, no. You do not understand? You do not understand? We can also skip the soul thing. You see, all you have to do is give us the information and just sign your name in this book. And my patron will be able to give you one favor. And she's like, and my soul will not belong to them. He's like, my patron is not of the side of, we want to own your soul. It is standard practice, but I serve a genie, and, well, they want me to, help out in their own endeavors, and that information we have helps us in our endeavors. Do you understand? He's like, I see. And you're sure they're gonna give me this favor? It's like, I know it from the bottom of my own heart. And then she looks at Luke. Erica gives you a side glance. Lucas like, you kind of need to back me up here. She might be a convincing warlock, but she does need to back. She does need. You could back her up here. So this is your moment, Lucas.
I've actually got an idea. While she's talking with the shop owner about warlocks and patrons and things, could I certainly cast Mage Hand?
You may. So you want to suddenly cast Mage Hand? Okay. Yeah, she is distracted. She won't notice you doing that.
Right. So of course, being an arcane trickster, my Mage Hand is invisible.
Yeah.
So I back Erica up and say, it's extremely important that our patron finds this individual. And so if you have any information on his whereabouts, that would be extremely, extremely appreciated. And our patron would happily reward you.
You see you go. Your patron sounds a bit desperate. Though there is benefits to that. Seems like such a small offer. But then again, I don't know the extent of the favor. It could just be a very simple, small favor in return. Not certain. And there he goes. Well, you cannot be certain. But there has been results. After all, the giant spider did descend from above, and someone may have had an influence on that. She looks at you. She looks at Erica, and then looks at you, Lucas. How do you respond?
Of course, we are merely servants of the patron. We have, unfortunately, not step in should you become displeased. And I'm going to pick up something that looks expensive with the Mage Hand.
Okay. And
just have it slowly start hovering into in midair.
she notices the floating object and then goes, He looks at and then looks at both of you. It's like, I see. So it can have quite some results. As much as I do not like taking any dark dealings, I will at least tell you that. You successfully intimidated her. Let's be real. With Erica's charisma, you're backing up Yana, then she's convinced.
Okay. I'm just gonna muscle oh mighty patron, and I'm just gonna muster some arcane gibberish under my breath, and the floating artifact I picked up is just gonna gently go back to the shelf.
Erica closes the book. That is more than reasonable. And she goes like, yes, the young man was here not long ago with his matriarch, I believe his mother. He was looking for a ring, a special ring for a special occasion. It appears there might be an arrangement coming soon. Do not know what kind of purpose. That is not my duty to go, but he was here, I believe, 10 minutes ago. From what I could tell, they're still going to discuss things at a place nearby. Don't know where. They just said, and the last words I could pick up was, "I know a place nearby."
Fair enough. Thank you very much for your assistance.
Indeed. Thank you. And Erica follows you, Lucas. And then when you're outside and the door closes, Erica goes like, "Good act. You really sold the performance of a servant of a patron pretty well."
I haven't used that trick in years. That brings back memories.
Yes. Unfortunately, I'm still not used to being a mortal or having these powers bestowed by myself. There are limits, you see, and I needed to have a cost to offset anything she would desire. Thankfully, we did not have to do that or test that theory.
Yes.
So, he was here, but they left to discuss somewhere else. Where would mortals discuss these days? I mean, the only place where would they discuss things?
Well, given that he said he knew a place not far from here, he hasn't gone home again. If Drow society is anything like our human society, he's probably not gone to some like local common pub. He's gone somewhere with a little bit of class. So,
So you're gonna look for a high-class restaurant?
yeah.
Okay. As for you, Emily, you're now practicing with the staff, correct?
I am, yeah.
Okay. Could you all give me a strength check? Do this real quick.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, that was the check. Oops.
That's fine.
So, strength's supposed to be +3.
Yeah.
So,
That was now say a stealth check. That's not correct.
I'll just roll again.
Yeah, you can roll again. I mean, that's completely wrong, and I would have to interpret things. That's a +3. Oh dear.
I can. Nah, I'm gonna change that.
Are you going to do that?
I am. Yeah. The 16.
So you're gonna use that ability. Okay. As you pick up the staff, its weight tries to push you back, but you use all your strength and muster to pick it up. And raise it up and show it who's boss. Okay. Whew. See? You're showing it. You're the master of the staff.
Mhm.
You're holding it up. It's still resisting. It's still stubborn. But you can at least hold it up and move it around. What are you going to do next?
If only you would ever ask me for help, I could just give you advantage on strength checks.
No, I think the staff would actually like it if I do this by myself.
Poppy?
I'm just gonna try to feel if I feel anything arcane about it or like anything magical.
You feel it's an immense arcane potential that you already knew. There's not really much.
Can I tap into it?
You want to tap into the potential.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to tap into that. Okay, make a wisdom saving throw.
But yeah.
Oh no.
15. You try to show that you try to tap into the staff's arcane potential, trying to show it who's boss. It wavers. It's saying it pulls back. It pushes. You're in a tie with it.
Oh.
It's not.
Do I actually know, like, Madeline or Luna, what I can do with it? Like, how I can use the staff?
Well, it's simple. The staff has arcane potential. You can clearly use it to cast spells with more relative ease and perhaps some other effects. You cannot fully you haven't identified the staff fully yet, so you don't know if it has any spell slots or anything. You just know it has some strong arcane potential. But what the effects are, you're not sure of. But you do know if you could attune to it, which can take a while, but the staff is always resisting, which, can be mentally draining. It could put fatigue on you, exhaustion if you try to force it. Essentially, but you don't know the full extent of it, but you do know that it could be used also as an arcane focus, which means if you cast a spell, you can have maybe no material components, or you don't have the somatic or vocal components. But you don't know what it does yet, because you haven't.
I can cast spells through the staff, or does the staff itself have spells too?
It might also have spells. You don't know. It might have charges on it. You don't know that yet.
How can I find out?
You either have to identify it or fuck around and find out.
The last one sounds like a good idea.
Okay.
Might as well cast a spell then, I guess.
Okay, which spell are you casting with it?
People would probably notice Fireball, right? Yeah. I'll do that. Let's try to cast Invisibility. Where's the staff?
On who?
Oh, actually, that's a good idea. Not on myself. Well, I'm gonna turn to Osseous and say, you owe me one. Can you use yours as that subject?
I owe you one? You dropped invisibility and got me killed.
And I saved you, so you owe me several ones.
After you got me killed. But yeah, I'm a touch subject, no problem.
Perfect. I cast invisibility with the staff on Osseous.
The staff tries to resist you using spells. It does not acknowledge you as its master. Are you going to contest it?
Yes.
Wisdom saving throw!
Could have given you advantage on that as well.
Oh. I changed that one.
I know you. I think you want to change that one with one of the things you did. And I know which one you want to switch it with.
Yes, please. Yeah.
Do you want to switch it with that?
Yes.
Okay, then. Sorry, I have to laugh
I
at
want
that.
to kill Osseous now.
Oh, no!
The
wielder gets the consequences, not the target.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah, then I definitely switch it. Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
So, you force the the staff to obey you, casting a simple invisibility, hoping it would not resist, but it resists immensely. It does not acknowledge you as wielder. And through a little trick in your mind, you force your will onto it with all the wisdom and experience you have. You poke Osius and force invisibility via the staff. The staff gives way to your will. Its weight lessens. And Osius disappears, being invisible. But here's the most strangest part. Normally, if someone's standing in some spot invisible, you could sometimes see, dirt displacing or that kind of thing to show that there's feet standing. Osius doesn't see that as any of that. Also, in fact, Osius, you're not even making a sound.
Oh. So he's like next level invisible.
You may have accidentally cast 2 spells at once.
Uh-oh.
With that little switch you did. Osius. Pass without a trace is also an effect. He knows what that means.
I'm going to do a stupid thing.
Okay, you're going to do a stupid thing?
Yeah, I'm going to approach the staff, tap it, and cast light on it.
Are you really gonna
Yes.
on the staff or?
Yes.
Okay. You do know that will probably cancel out invisibility almost right away, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay, the
I
staff.
don't need to be
The staff.
invisible, so
It takes a few seconds, but then your staff suddenly lights up, Emberlyn, like the tip of it. And Osius is there with his finger above it.
Tee-hee.
Oh. Ready then. Should try something more powerful, but I guess this is not the time and place for that.
No. But it's no longer
Yeah.
resisting you, so apparently you are now it's now acknowledged you as his new master.
Ah, nice.
Ooh.
Else I would have to, it has an attack/save of dex 17. It would have to roll to not get lit up.
No, it's lighting up. Like it cannot resist that.
I can.
Hey, so I'm at the staff. Do I still need to attune to it? Does
You
that
still
work?
need to attune to
Or-
it technically, because it didn't allow you to attune to it. It has a
That's
will,
what we were
therefore
doing.
you can attune to it. Yes, it would take some time, but you can attune to it.
I'm gonna start with that. Yeah. How long will it take?
A short rest.
Okay.
So, Pop, what's your reaction to what you just saw?
What just happened?
Well, what just happened?
Well, I am practicing with the staff. I'm gonna show her the staff. Look.
And I made it glow light.
Okay.
And I made him really invisible, like really, really invisible. Gone.
Really? Crazy.
And I'm gonna start attuning to it. So if you don't mind,
That's good. That's good. Back to Lucas. Lucas, you're looking around for your little restaurant? Would you like to roll perception to get an idea of where one is? Or do you want Erica to look around for you?
I'll roll. My stupid idea.
You look
19
around.
again.
You look around and see many little places. On the square, there's clearly a few smaller restaurants like in the pubs, but nothing you would say is truly fancy. You look down the street and you see something that has a sign out that shows a dish you do not recognize, but looks very fancy. You're thinking, for some reason, you think like that could be a very fancy drow place. Something tells you that is a fancy drow place. Do you head there?
Not a bad time to invite family. Yeah. Yes, we do.
You head there and you look at the sign. And you recognize it as Quills and Needles. Sounds really weird, but when you think about that, you also think like some fancy places have some weird names.
Mm.
And you can see a sign with the menu, and you look at the prices, and the prices is like 10 gold for a small meal. Yep, this is a fancy, expensive place, all right.
Oh boy.
Do you head inside?
I look at the contents of my coin pouch, which is all of 2 gold and 9 silver. Maybe not.
Marika standing behind you.
I'm broke. Maybe we should just message him from outside.
Marika rolls her eyes. You do know I have some gold on me myself, right?
Hungry?
But message him away.
Oh, I mean, if you fancy trying some drought cuisine, we could certainly look from the old-fashioned way.
If you wish to enter, I have no problems expending some gold on this little chase. These kind of ridges are kind of below me. But removing a future obstacle, that's always priceless. Pretty much he's for passives that you mean he infers that yes, the mind flayers are not around, it's probably better for everyone, including herself.
Fair enough. We'll go in and see if we can spot Ellengar the old-fashioned way.
So you two head inside and you look over the different tables and you do indeed see Ellengar. And across from him sitting is a larger drow lady dressed in a red dress and wearing a red headband. She's definitely on the older side, so you can pretty much determine that's the mother. Someone likes their reds.
Not. The question is, how much has Ellengar told his mum?
You don't know that, you can't read minds.
No, I can't. In which, Do I really want to go over and interfere with him being out with his mother?
That is for you to decide, not for me to call.
I know. You know, Erica and I will take up a table away from Elingar,
Okay?
within about 100, 120 feet.
I would say 80 feet, but okay.
Yeah.
You take that seat, and eventually a waiter approaches you. You do understand that this place is expensive for your kind. And you see Erica hold up her bag and puts down 10 gold. We at least have enough for a single meal. Let us indulge. We are at least customers. And you see the waiter look. It's like, pardon me, madame. It's just we prefer not to deal with possible riffraff. And Eric goes like, and that is why I'm paying up front. Just give us the simple cheap meal that you have outside. We just wish to indulge in luxuries once. It's a one-time thing. The waiter shrugs and takes the coins. Fine then. One meal for the both of you. And he leaves. Erica really knows how to deal with the snooty type.
Yes, it certainly does.
Mhm.
So Erica looks at you and then goes, what is your plan now? It seems he's right over there. Yeah, what are you going to do? Because you can wait for your food to arrive, but what are you waiting for?
Well, I guess some of the ones Elingar and his mother is sat there eating. We're eating. There's no immediate rush. You know what? I'm going to assume this place is some kind of facility. I'm going to wait to see if we'll just sit here, enjoy the food as it turns up, and wait for maybe his mother to leave the table.
Okay. So that's what you're going to do. You do see
Yeah.
Elingar and his mother talk. Would you like to eavesdrop?
Oh, absolutely.
You know what to do then.
Perception.
21. Yeah.
21.
You lean in and start listening to the conversation between Elingar and his mother. It takes a moment, but you do listen in just fine, and you hear him talk about. And thus, I will proclaim my eternal love to the High Priestess. And with that, with the ring, she will marry me, and our family will be propulsioned into higher status, mother. And then she goes, ah, yes, yes. But Elingar, dear, I would like to infer, how would the matriarch status be? Did you think about that? As much as I would love to see the family status go up, there is always the chance that the High Priestess might take all of the family's power right away from us. That is not what we want, dear. Think about it. as much as I want to indulge in this and see the results, I want to make sure you're not head in the clouds thinking about a few things. And Aragorn speaks. Oh, do not worry, do not worry. Sure, I feel smitten around her. But. You see, from what you can tell, from past insight, he's just snapping out of his love potion state. I can assure you, she will not. She has her own things to pursue. It will only propel us indirectly. You will remain the matriarch, as if she takes on the matriarchal duties, she will not be able to perform our high priestial duties. And we don't know how the Spider Queen might respond to that, especially after that horrific giant spider attack. Oh, poor soul who was caught in that. So, I just wish to keep her simply as a wife. She's still able to stay the High Priestess, and I simply wish to give her status, and when we get our eventual offsprings, they would either become priestesses or part of the clergy. Isn't this what you really wanted, Mother? A way to boost our family status. She goes, yes. It sounds like you have it planned out. I'm sort of proud of you, my son. And here I was thinking you would simply end up in the military somewhere, whisk off to fight some sort of battle against other drow that wish to upheaval our status. But here you are, doing that in such a way that I couldn't even imagine. I don't even want to know how you conquered her heart, or how you wish to pursue all this. And the guy says, I have my secrets, Mother. I may have some associates. Though they do have a strange way of payment, but I do not believe that will be much of an issue. After all, all they wish is for some sort of ancient spell that our people once developed, a myth, and they wish to use it against a future possible enemy of ours. And he says, oh, a double benefits, you say. Are you certain that this myth that they're searching will not backfire in any sort of way? And the guard goes no, they won't. They won't. From what I can tell, this spell is specifically meant to do a single thing. It cannot be used in any other way. At least I do not know. But if this payment is not done, well, I'm not sure how long we will be able to entertain them. So I do wish to keep my end of the bargain. After all, having such allies like these around can be beneficial in the future, no? He says indeed. Fine then. I will keep funding this endeavor of yours. But if something goes wrong, let me be certain. I will then sell you off to the first large offer to recoup my losses, dear Elengar. Elengar goes you don't have to worry about that, Mother. Do not worry. Please do not worry. Lovely!
Pleasant lady.
It feels like it's a society of people really willing to do anything for their own benefits.
Oh.
So, you wait for a bit, and eventually your meal appears. You both get a large bowl, but the bowl's made of bread, and inside is some sort of mushroom stew. Bread bowl stew. And the waiter goes Please enjoy your meal. Okay. So you get these. Erica starts eating it. It's like quite a refined taste. Good use of cream. Yes. Do you keep an eye on Ellegarde's mother?
Yep.
You do keep eating it. It is indeed a very soft, creamy soup. Maybe a little pinch too much salt for your liking.
Mm.
But still very good. Normally you would not pay 10 gold for this, but considering the situation and it's someone else's dime, sure, whatever, you can enjoy it. Eventually, Ellengar's mother does get up and heads into the back, probably to go to the bathroom. Now is your time to approach. Do you approach, Lucas?
Yeah. Sorry, I was deciding what to do it by message. Or, you know what? I will get up and physically go over to Elegar's table.
Okay. You walk to Ellengar's table and you approach him. He looks at you. What do you do? What do you say?
Congratulations on your upcoming arrangements.
Ah, yes. And I've your group to thank for that. You have given me a flow of joy in my heart. And with that, I mean, everything is going to plan. So what brings you here is all in public.
Yeah, so truthfully, upon I noticed there was some looked like some sort of battle had taken place near your residence. I was a little concerned when you weren't there, which I'm glad was an unfounded one.
Oh yes, that little thing I've heard about. Yes, it was just happening in my area. Apparently there were some interlopers on both the west wall and the south gate. And the guards have been chasing them around. The damages are just done because of the fleeing attempt of these interlopers. Quite dreadful, quite dreadful. I was unharmed because when this whole thing went off, we were near the temple. So none of us were injured, none of us were spooked, none of us saw even a flinch of the battle.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that, and not just because of our arrangements. So, actually, speaking of which, you heard about the giant spider manifestation?
Oh yes, the Spider Queen's wrath, some call it. Others call it the Spider Queen's blessing. Nobody really is known what that was. Maybe some poor sap upset them, maybe this was their highest gift. I have no idea. That we leave that to the religious folk. They know the ways better.
Well, shall we call it? Shall we just call it an unexpected bonus for you? You won't be having any trouble with that suitor that was vying for the High Priestess' attention.
Oh, are you saying that little? And please say in a hushed tone that Vorn was taken away by the Spider Queen herself, and you had a hand in that.
I don't think you'll have to worry about them again anytime soon. Or ever.
I have no idea how you did such a thing. But let us hope your little stunt doesn't get noticed by the spider threads. They would not be pleased with these kind of blasphemous actions. Trust me when I say this, them taking your head will be a mercy at that point.
Believe me, he brought it entirely upon himself.
I can't believe that. I can't believe that. So for Miserim is now no longer part of the noble society. Ooh, I can only guess what Mother would think about that. One of the highest nobles just gone. Oh, then he realizes, oh dear, that might cause a bit of a kerfuffle within the priestess society. You do. I guess the spider threats will just think that out. I have other
Hmm.
things to pursue right now.
Indeed, and as one final favour in exchange for our side of the deal, there is a rather concerned high priestess currently waiting at your abode for you.
Oh! Oh! Now that is
So,
pleasant news. You're saying she's waiting for me? Oh, she does care so much about me. Ah. I guess I should tell Mother that we should hurry on home then.
yes,
Oh,
happy engagement to you both.
yeah. Yes. Now, if you could please leave this place really quick, you might be attracting good attention soon.
Yes, just wanted to give you my congratulations. I'll return for my meal. Hmm.
He looks past you and then notices Erica. Hmm. I see. I see. Well, enjoy it as you like.
Yes, she's a newly acquired servant in my household. Her former master had to leave town very quickly by spider.
Excellent. I will talk with the High Priestess as soon as I can.
Fair enough.
Vernala would hopefully help us find this ritual in no time, as a small favor. And after that, how would I say this? I will find a way to get this information to you as soon as possible. Just stay out of the city for at least a day for my sake.
It's possible if you have the ability to send a message over a large distance in an arcane manner. We may be able, if, once you have acquired the scroll, we may have our own means of transporting it from your location, so as not to arouse any further suspicion.
I may have a way, yes. I guess I can
Not,
employ it. And if you can just procure it from my hands at that point, the more the better.
yeah, it will certainly be a lot more discreet, which I imagine you'll certainly appreciate. So,
Fine then, fine then. Either way, I think Mother's on her way back. Is going to be on her way back soon. So
yeah,
please return to your seat.
yep, very well.
Yep.
Look forward to hearing from you soon.
You return to your seat and enjoy your meal. Are you going to enjoy your full meal and then leave?
Well, we paid for it. Might as well get my money's worth.
Yeah.
Well, Erica's money's worth.
Both you and Erica finish the meal. And eventually, I guess you leave. So you and
I
then
do
you.
like my meal, and I do like my meal and a bread bowl. Makes for an easy clean-up.
Erica nods. It is different, and the flavor of the soup does stay well inside the bread.
Hmm.
So, Are we leaving the city now?
Yes, Elengard decided to give us a day. I'm thinking rather than having the hassle of having to sneak all the way back in and out again, maybe if he just cast a sending to us, perhaps we could use a wish and just bring the scroll from his location to ours.
Smart. I wish I'd be easily be able to do that. Unless there is some sort of magical interference, then consequences could happen. But I doubt it will be that difficult.
Hopefully not.
Shall we leave? As much as I'm enjoying getting all these looks that I'm normally not used to, I do think it's time for us to leave.
Yes, I'll be honest. When that first shopkeeper called you a wench, I was rather tempted to employ some shocking grasp.
Are you defending my honor? That's a chuckle.
I'm a rogue. I protect what's mine.
Oh, I
Up to,
see.
including my friends.
I see. Well, let us leave and go to the rest. I guess they will be happy to see me too.
Yes.
So, you all...
Mm.
It takes a bit of time, but you reconvene at the campsite with the rest. And yes, you do see Lucas and someone clearly dressed as and then the drow really as Erica coming towards the camp. Let's have a bit of a reunion.
Too bad she's still here as well.
Who?
Erica.
Yeah, Erica came with Lucas.
Yeah, I'm saying to the others, too bad she came back as well.
Hey!
I heard that, and you should know than anyone, if someone makes the wrong type of wish or use the words not correctly, there are consequences, and we could sprinkle those consequences into a benefit of our own.
Yeah, we know.
Also, you may ask the $1 million question to Erica.
Hey, how have you been?
Oh, delightful. Shame that my host got suddenly hoisted away into the heavens.
Yes.
Was it one of those arachnid thingies?
Naturally.
Oh, okay. Well, at least you had fun.
And I'm glad you were
Sure.
able to see it from the outside of the city.
We're just here, playing with rocks.
I'm sorry it was such a droll moment for you all. There's just one little favor. Can somebody please dispel this polymorph from me? I did not cast it on myself.
No.
You did?
No, I do not have polymorph in my kit of magic. Instead, I had to get one of the servants of my host to do it. Or at least, he was able to procure the spell, so I could walk amongst people without causing alert.
You look fine like this.
You do, actually.
Besides,
Well, I mean, technically, I suppose we blend in with the rest of the denizens at the end of it.
he goes, I guess so. I guess I can hold this disguise a little bit longer. Just in case you need an extra pair of eyes.
Did you bring some food from the city? Some nice food?
Erica holds out a small piece of bread. I had some leftovers.
Ooh.
You may taste a little bit of the soup that was in it as well.
Oh.
Yeah, cream of mushroom.
Either way, we have to wait for a bit. We have we at least have a day to kill. We could use this
Which
to. Sorry.
Which day? Sunday?
Just simply a full day. We can fully rest up, but mayhaps we can also use this time to sharpen some skills.
Ooh, can we?
Technically, yes. Now, I could invite you back to that realm, but again, the consequences would be on me even heavier, and I prefer not to. But we can just use a full day to perhaps learn some new things.
Ooh, sounds good.
Maybe I can learn Fireball.
I'll help you.
Okay.
We shall see, we shall see. Either way, I think we'll see tomorrow. And when you wake me, then I can see what kind of strings I can pull. Mayhaps someone else could assist in that matter. Now then,
Ooh. Maybe I can learn a cantrip that can make your Fireball purple.
Oh. Thinking big.
I believe that just a reaction of prestidigitation will be enough for that.
I can already do this.
I cast prestidigitation and make his hands stain purple.
Neat.
Yeah. Of course, it's simple. Just
It's
put
working
prestidigitation on the fireball's a reaction. You'd expel your reaction to prestidigitation on the fireball, but this is the only way to make sense because you can't, or you have to hold your action to do prestidigitation on the fireball.
Automatic reaction
it.
every time I cast a fireball.
Yes, you can totally burn your reaction to do that for aesthetic sakes. I'll be honest, that is totally possible. Like, there's no rule forbidding it. There's no rule forbidding another cast to do prestidigitation as a reaction on the fireball. So with that said, toy session here. I think that was enough split up sessions.
Yeah.
I agree.
I think we're almost done with the.
Split the party, somebody else gets the limelight.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much you can do. These are stealth missions, and the best ones at stealth is obviously going to be the rogue.
Well, but
Duh.
we're not drow, otherwise we would have joined. If we had a drow parents. Look what happened the last time we tried to
like
city.
math polymorph or something.
Yeah,
Ooh.
but it's almost clear that this Elengar saga is almost over, and you can just go together to the next area.
Yay!
I tried divine intervention, but I'm not lucky enough with my god.
Clearly, your god was too busy distracted watching the rock festival.
You mean the World Rock Federation?
Sure.
Ugh.
What's the acronym
That's what it
again?
is. I think you're having a rock concert.
What's the acronym of that again? Is it WRF or is it WRR?
WRF.
I thought it was WRR. Oh no, wait, that's for we will. No. That's W. No, I'm thinking of WWR, which is We Will Rock You. But then I forgot the Y.
Oh, at least Brett the Rockman Hart is now being introduced into our stable.
I see. With that said, I hope you guys are trying to enjoy. I'm sorry it was a split the party episode again, but stealth. But let's hope this.
worry. This rocked.
Wow. It was nice though. It was nice listening in.
But I'm hoping next session it's no longer needed. You can all just do whatever you want again. Which is in the new year. New year, new start, no more. And yeah, you can cast Fireball. You know, if you want, you can cast Fireball somewhere else real quick.
Oh yeah. Well, I kind of didn't want to cast it because we didn't want to get noticed.
You can also cast Fireballs, remember?
Yeah, but that's not the
Not
same
the
effect.
same.
I'll save the Fireball for next time. Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty then. With that said, Elengar is gonna take some time finding out if the ritual is real and if anything can be found. Hopefully a scroll of how to do it.
Hopefully.
What the hell? Where did you find that?
What the hell?
Please don't tell me you did what
Wait,
you
what
just did.
happened?
Oh, I did.
We'll talk about it later. It's goodbye from Ozzius.
Bye.
It's goodbye from Emberlyn.
Bye bye.
It's goodbye from Poppy.
Bye.
And it's goodbye from Lucas.
Bye.
Say charge and catch you later. Goodbye.